Hello friends, my name is Sonia Bharadwaj. I am HR professional. I have adequate qualification and experience to work in the field of HR. This is my very new channel named San Ganesha Practical HR and Now. Through this channel, I would like to share my own experience and knowledge to my all friends. Those who wish to know about any day-to-day activity of HR which is required and relevant to them. Today I am going to discuss upon the topic that what are the benefits to the PF members. Okay, the question raises first, who is the PF member? A PF member is a person, suppose if a new joinee comes into the factory or a company, he joins and his basic plus TA is up to 15,000 rupees per month. He is eligible to be a member of Provident Fund, and for this membership he has to make his contribution of 12%, and all this amount of 12% goes to Provident Fund. Apart from the employee's deduction, employer also makes contribution of 3.67% to the PF of that particular employee. So when he joins a company, there are few certain procedure. For example, filling of a few documents. The two forms are to be duly filled and submitted to HR. Form number 2, this is the nomination form of PF. Form number 11, the purpose of form number 11 is to know the past history of the employee or candidate, whether he has availed this PF facility prior to joining my company or not. And if he is new, then our company used to allot him a particular PF number. So when he or she is been allotted a PF number, he or she becomes the member of the Provident Fund. If I am the member of the Provident Fund, so I'm availing these benefits. So number one benefit, the rebate in income tax. So as per section 80C of the Indian Income Tax Act, all the an employee contribution towards their PF account is exempted from tax. Moreover, earnings generated through EPF schemes are also exempted from the tax. Such exemption can be availed up to a limit of 1.5 lakh. Okay, so these are the rebate from the income tax. Second is post to 5 years PF withdrawal is tax free. If I am a PF member and I am making a regular or continuous contribution of 5 years, after 5 years, if I wish to make any partial withdrawal, so then I won't need to pay any tax for that. But if I made any withdrawal till 5 years or before 5 years, I have to pay tax. The third is interest at the rate of 8.55%. This is also a very important benefit which is given to a PF member. PF member receives an interest of 8.55%. At the calculation of this being done on monthly basis, but the interest amount is credited to PF members account at the end of every financial year. Okay, and further this will be count as a compound interest. Fourth is the interest on retirement fund. If I am a PF member and I have not made any withdrawal before to my retirement, when I get retired, I used to get a very good and huge amount as a provident fund. This is what is the important thing, that I won't need to pay any tax for that. But in case if I make any delay and I get any interest, then I will require to pay tax upon the amount which I am earning as an interest, because tax free facilities are available for employees only. Okay, then free insurance. Okay, in the year of 1976, one scheme named Employee Deposited Link Scheme, that was also introduced with PF. Under this scheme, a PF member used to get the death benefit in case during his tenure of service of work an employee dies. His nominees or legal hirers are eligible to get the death benefit. This means 20 times more of his salary, more amount of his salary which he earns every month. The maximum limit of this fund is 6 lakh rupees. Okay. Then pension scheme. In the year 1995, Employee Pension Scheme (EPS) was also introduced with PF. Under this pension scheme, if an APF member, an employee who works continuously or who make contribution for his PF account for minimum 10 years and above. Okay, minimum 10 years contribution is required. When he or she attains the age of 58 years, he is eligible to get the pension. Okay. Number 7, partial PF withdrawal. This is one most important facility which is benefit which is provided to PF member. You know, life is very uncertain. If a PF member has a certain emergency or needs some fund for following works, like for his for marriage, for his higher education, for purchasing of a plot, for construction of his new home, or for renovation of his home, or for repayment of home loan, so then he can make partial withdrawal also, but he needs to complete all the documentation facilities to avail this partial withdrawal benefit. There is one facility also. If I am changing my current company and I am going to join a new company, some another company, so there should be 2 months gap. If a PF member is eligible to give PF withdrawal for his last company only if he or she has completed the minimum 60 days post to their leaving of previous job. Suppose I have left a job in the month of 30th August. Then I am eligible to get my PF withdrawal on the first week of November. Then Aadhaar card linked UN number. This is the very recently introduced benefit which is given to the PF member. Prior to this, PF member need to whenever many times for due to our personal requirements, own personal reasons, we need to change our job. Suppose due to some family reasons I have to relocate to some other city, I have to change my job. Sometimes for financial reasons also, growth in terms of salary or benefits, we need to change the company. So for that there is now, earlier we had a procedure of filling up a form for 13 for the PF transfer. Then we used to visit either the last company or the concerned PF office for 1 or 2 times maybe. But now this hectic schedule, this hectic procedure has been removed, as because now a new UAN number has been introduced and is allotted to each and every PF number, and all the companies where this PF member has worked, their money or their fund can be transferred under this UN number. So this is like a tree where branches are on companies, other companies PF account. So when a new joinee comes and HR needs to get his filled up his form 11, while the filling up of his form 11, his previous company PF amount is automatically transferred to his current PF company. So this is a very good facility by which, if you are sitting at your home and working on your system, so you can easily make transfer of your PF, previous company's PF to this current company's PF account. So friends, by this very small discussion, I have told you in brief that what are the benefits which are provided to a PF number nowadays. I hope that you would like my video. You have got some relevant information about the PF as far as is concerned with you. So if you like really my labor and work, you may, if you are new to my channel, you may subscribe. Either you may like or share it. I hope that you would like it. Thank you so much.